Here are 12 cars you should drive instead of Southwest Florida. If you are the type of player who enjoys cruising, this video is going to be just for you. The Ferrari F40 is a legend of a sports car. Now this thing does cost $1, but in my honest opinion, this thing is definitely worth it. As you can see, look at that speed right there. It is a very quick vehicle, but it is also great as a normal day cruiser. Oh yeah, and by all means, listen to this beautiful engine sound. Yeah, sounds absolutely insane. And this is an older vehicle, so as you can see, there was no traction control or ABS. Definitely cool on the realism part. At the number 2 spot, we have the Nissan S7. Now, this car right here is probably one of my favorite cars ever and in this game. First of all, listen to this startup. And the driving sound. Absolutely incredible. This car is wonderful. From the insane sounds to the crazy speed they can actually achieve, this is definitely a car that I would personally go for. If you enjoy cruising this game, I highly recommend going for this car. Sounds amazing, looks amazing, its speed is amazing. Definitely a car that I will personally drive. At the number 3 spot, we have the Nomad M600. Man, the engine sound on this thing just sounds incredible. Listen to it. This thing just has a roar to it, you know what I mean? That is a powerful engine sound right there. And in addition to that, this thing is very quick as well. This is also a really good 0 to 60 car. Look at that acceleration right there. Yeah, that is amazing. And this thing doesn't even cost that much either. I mean, look at the speeds that we're achieving right now, man. Look at that. At the number 4 spot, we have the Lotus 311. Now this car is absolutely insane. I mean, look at that carbon wing right there. And as you can see, this vehicle only has one seat. That speedometer right there, the engine start. The model is actually insane, and it sounds pretty damn good as well. This thing is very fun to drive in first person, even though I can barely see, but the performance on this thing is just even crazy. This vehicle is not heavy at all, so the acceleration is going to be insane. Now look at the speeds we're achieving already. This car is actually insane. The Lotus 311 is definitely a car that I would go for as a cruiser. And if you want, you can enhance your driving experience by just going in first person, because this thing does indeed have an interior. This thing is such fun to drive in this mode. I highly recommend getting this thing if you're a cruiser. It's quick, sounds good, looks good. It's a great car overall. But at the number 5 spot, we have the McLaren 650S Spider. Now this car is easily one of my favorites. Now sure, you can just go with the ordinary 650S, but if you would enhance your driving experience, I highly recommend getting a Spider because it has the interior, as you guys can see. Like, look at the detail, man. This interior looks absolutely amazing. From the seats to the gauges, like the way this thing looks is just insane, man. Oh, and by all means, of course, you can do this for it. Yep, easily one of the coolest features I've ever seen in a Roblox game. Look at how awesome this looks, man. I would highly recommend getting this thing as it doesn't even cost that much. At the number 6 spot, we have the Porsche Taycan Turbo S. Okay, so at the 7th spot, we have the Roof CTR 3. Now this car is absolutely amazing. First of all, listen to the engine sound. Sounds amazing, and the speed is amazing as well, but absolutely it is cruisable. As you can see, the speed is really good on this car as well. Definitely a car that I would go for. This vehicle is actually pretty unpopular in public servers. Do I know why? No clue, because this car is absolutely amazing. Definitely a car that I recommend you drive. At the number 8 spot, we have the Ariel Nomad Tactical. But if you ask me, the model is just crazy, man. Like, this car is literally made by aliens, dog. Like, this car looks like it's made by aliens. So you can go from the city all the way to the desert. Since this is a multi-terrain vehicle, this car is very useful and it is very cool as a cruiser. And also the gear shift actually moves, so that's just a point for me, honestly. At the 9th spot, we have the Pagani Huayra. Before we talk about anything, man, the engine sound, the engine sound, the engine sound. Oh my god. First of all, look at the flames, man. They're blue. This car is just insane on all levels. First of all, it looks absolutely gorgeous. It sounds amazing. And it's also very fast, as you guys can see. 218 with 19 right there. It can most likely surpass 220 miles per hour. It is a very fast car, as you saw. Definitely a car that I recommend buying. And another thing, man, the aerodynamics on this car is just wow. It's like an airplane initiating its spoilers. That's really cool. I look at the front as well when I turn. Like, that's so sick. Again, definitely a car that I would buy. At the number 10 spot, we have unarguably one of the greatest selling cars in this game, the Datsun Benta GT5S. This car sounds so insane. It's actually crazy. Oh my god, man. And this is an older vehicle, so there is no traction control or ABS. Now, this isn't the fastest vehicle. It is a very cool car to actually cruise in. It sounds amazing, looks amazing. It's definitely a car that I would recommend. At number 11, we have the 87 Porsche 911 Turbo. So many people are out here driving the newer 911s, but the 87 911 Turbo, it's barely getting attention, man. I mean, this car looks absolutely amazing if you ask me. This is another older vehicle, so there is no ABS or traction control, but it's still a very good car to drive and, you know, just cruising. It's definitely not the fastest by all means, but again, a very cool car to actually drive. At the last spot, we have the Infiniti G37 IPO. This thing is without question one of the greatest selling cars inside this game. Listen to the roar of that engine. This thing just sounds insane, bro. It is beautiful. The way this thing sounds is just beautiful, man. I just cannot get enough of it, man. It's definitely not the quickest car to drive, but just a great car for cruising. Not too fast, not too slow. Definitely a car that I would recommend buying. If you enjoyed this video, check out another one right here.